And since we're talking about Trump right now,
Yeah.
Donald Trump falsely suggests Kamala Harris happened to turn black. Former President Donald Trump falsely claimed Wednesday that his 2024 Democratic rival, Vice President Kamala Harris, happened to turn black a few years ago, saying that all of a sudden she made a turn in her identity. Trump's comments at a gathering of black journalists in Chicago came when an interviewer asked him whether he agreed with Republicans on Capitol Hill who have characterized Harris as a DEI hire. Trump responded by questioning Harris' heritage. She was always of Indian heritage. She was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know. Is she Indian or is she black? The former president said. I mean, he said, I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person. He said at a National Association for Black Journalists convention. I think somebody should look into that. I mean,
it's real talk though. When he said it though, it was funny. He's like, I don't know. She was Indian, and now she's black. I mean, she's multicultural, so she can play on either one. But I mean, like as soon as she got announced to be the candidate for president, like it just everyone came out the wood. She's not black enough. She's not this enough. What do the police think?
I mean, and that's a big point, but it's bigger than that.
The police look at her and be like, shoot, or you need help.
Hey, and bigger than that, even we gotta kind of look at what his track record is. Look what he said about Barack Obama. Oh, he wasn't born here. You know, he uses that claim against people who look like us consistently. When I was growing up, people older than me they always told me stories about how they would tell you if you even had one drop of black blood, you're black. That just tells you they didn't even want the super light skinned, fair skinned, straight haired, pretty much white people, but they had a drop of black blood in them to even be white. But now all of a sudden they want to tell us, oh, this person's not black, because they understand the power of our vote. They understand the power of our union.
They act like that's. I mean, there's black people jumping on the stuff, but that's not going to change your mind. Donald Trump came out and said, "I'm going to give the police full immunity." Nope, you lost it right there, sir.
Even bigger than that, he should not be allowed to even run for president. Man, this dude tried to overthrow the country. He crashed our economy into the ground. He's the worst president that we've ever had in the history of our country. Now, I mean, this is just facts. What he did. This is facts. He ran up more of a deficit than he came into office. $17 trillion in debt we were. He ran up $9 trillion in 4 years. That means out of all the presidents we had in the history of this country, they ran up $17 trillion in debt. He came in 4 years and half that. Half that, $9 trillion in his 4 years.
Twice impeached. That boy, he's setting records. I'm just saying.
Let's be real right here. And I mean,
if I can't be the best, I'm gonna be the worst.
And then when he's in office, he's telling you what he feels about black people, because he has a whole cabinet and only one person in his cabinet is black. He fired a bunch of people and rehired others, and he still didn't hire another black person. He's telling you how he feels about you, and now he puts a couple black people around him. That lady did a very, very, very good job. He's
like, you didn't even say hi to me, nothing. Nope, hit you with the real questions.
At him because she knew they didn't have much time. Then he tried to use a trope to a degree, like that whole "you guys were late." I've never heard him tell anybody else that. I'm sure there's other people were late, and there's other because he didn't say they were late personally. He said their equipment wasn't working.
Hey,
properly.
hold on. Now Donald Trump is an equal asshole opportunist. He'll talk crap to everybody. Remember he said it to
I believe it. I know he does.
Morning Joe. He was like, yeah, him and his wife tried to show up one time at a New Year's Eve party. Her face, she's bleeding out of you know where and everywhere. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna talk crazy to black folks. Like he was talking crazy to that lady. She asked him some real questions. Mm-hmm. They're like, look, you have a history of saying racist things about black people.
And
he didn't even answer. He's like, I've done a lot of good stuff for the blacks and the black community and this, but he never answered the question. He should. That's what I don't like. See, racists don't stand on business unless they're poor. Just come out and be like, I don't like you monkeys. I don't like none of you. I don't have no reason to do it. I just don't like business.
He stood on it the other day, and was that yesterday? He did. He said he wanted to say he made his commercials for that by the time he was up there. I'm not saying that he's not like he doesn't equally. He pretty much more or less equally talk shit to everybody, but he says racist shit to black people though. He just does. That's different. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, talk shit, but you ain't got to don't use racist tropes when you're doing it. Yeah. That's a totally different thing. I thought
when people say racist things to me, like I've dealt with so much racism in my life. Like when people do low key racism, I just kind of like don't even like. It doesn't click in my head. I know I hear what they're saying, and then they get upset. They be like, he's not understanding. I'm like, bro, I done heard worse.
Yeah, I mean it's different. I mean day-to-day life is totally different. I'm gonna check them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check somebody about being racist towards me, or if it's in my face, depending on how I feel about it.
Yeah, I don't play that stuff. If it's a stranger that's racist, he got to die.
But at the end of the day, it's a big thing to say. You got to die.
No, check it out. This is my thinking like this. Look.